This is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY digital voice net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running for those folks who wish to check in early through NetLogger. You can find NetLogger at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running, so if you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes, sir. This is W2FGH.
W2FJH and 2BSS. It's kind of checked in via NetLogger. It was coinciding with my dinner time, so I might not be there when you call me.
Hey there, Jeff, and yeah, I can have you check in. I'll mark you as a short time, so we'll try to get to you first there if that works out for you.
Okay, that works for me. Catch you then.
This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY digital voice net on Brand Talk Group 31367. wires Extreme 83721, and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital VoiceNet is to help foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short time, mobile, in and out, or merged power stations. We currently do have 5 other stations checked in with netloggers. I would like to recognize K3BYC Carlton, N3OJP Mick, N2RWH Ed, N2BSS Jeff, who was short time this evening, and N2NCB Paul. All right, when checking in, please recall sign your name and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now.
This is Kilo Charlie 3, Whiskey Victor X-Ray. I'll be in and out.
This is November Echo 2 Whiskey, Ed in Binghamton, NE2W. We're here for the duration.
All right, and then I'd like to recognize KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, have you checked in and out? Thanks for stopping by this evening. And I would also like to recognize NE2W Ed. All right, let's open it up there. For any and all stations who would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice this evening, please call now.
KD3AJN, Kilo Delta 3, Alpha Juliet, November, Vienna.
Their control, please copy N3DQD, November 3 Delta, Quebec Delta, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
All right, and we have KD3AJN Anna and N3DQD Ray. Were there any other stations to join this evening? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's kick things off here. First, we do have a short time station, so the net topic this evening, real quick, is are you still using Windows 10 for any ham radio gear, or have you upgraded everything over to Windows 11? And this net topic, hopefully I captured that right, Mick, but this net topic was given by Mick, N3OJP. So let's head on over to our short time station. N2BSS Jeff, how was your week?
Yeah, W2FKH and the net and 2BSS back in State College, Pennsylvania this evening, where it was a very windy day. Pretty windy up in up on my property up in the southern tier. Getting reports from NYSEG about all the surrounding power outages, but power's still on at my place last time I checked. And dropped in with a neighbor to see how he was doing, and he said power's still on. Anyway, my son got married last Saturday. Can't remember if I mentioned that on here on the net or not, but that's now complete. He's over and enjoying with his bride their honeymoon. We got the property cleaned up there in a week after the big party, Then my daughter bought a house, so we did the closing for that and started moving her in this weekend. And after a weekend of moving and cleaning carpets and connecting cables and fixing things and moving furniture, I'm tired. And the answer to that question, I don't use Windows at all. I have an Ubuntu Linux machine that I use for ham radio, and my professional machine is an Apple Mac. So I remove Windows from my life. Unfortunately, this radio that I'm using is only programmable by a Windows, so I got to go scrounge up a Windows machine of some vintage so that I can so I can update the CPS on it. So there you go. Back to net and to BFF.
Hey, very good there, Jeff. And yeah, it kind of sounds like all of your sons and daughters are having the big life milestones in a short period of time there. So I can see why you've been busy there. So, all right, very good there. All right, so let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no announcements. Let's move in for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now.
Any 2W?
Yeah, NE2W. Ed, fire away with your question there.
I was just curious if anybody operated the New York State QSO party or the Boy Scout, or the Scouts, I guess it's called now, Jamboree on the air this weekend. That's the only question I had. Back to you, Frank. Any 2W.
Yeah, sure thing. Anybody on the net here, if you have any, if you've operated that QSO and have any comments for Ed, please call now. Well, I guess not there, Ed, or anybody on the net who has operated, they don't have any good stories to tell there, I guess. So, hopefully that works out. I'll hand it back to you there, Ed.
All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, our club there operated Saturday. I couldn't make it up, but they did pretty well. And also, a member of our club is up at Camp Tuscarora heading up the Jamboree on the air. So we had a couple of club members involved in that, but I was out of town yesterday, and now I'm waiting for my son to get back from Las Vegas. He went out there for a wedding. But other than that, not much else. Back to you, Frank, and E2W.
All right, very good there, Ed. All right, were there any other questions for the net this evening? Please call now. All All right, with nothing heard there, we will move in for comments. Again, the net topic this evening is: are you still using Windows 10 for any ham radio gear, or have you upgraded everything to Windows 11? All right, so top of my list is K3BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton from Darlington, Maryland. Thank you, Frank, for taking the net, and good evening to everyone who's checked in. Well, weather-wise, very nice warm weekend here in Maryland, although we've got a warning for thunderstorms overnight and some heavy winds possible. So a little bit of a cool down for tomorrow, but then warming back up midweek. So for fall, I can't complain. It's been very very nice, and I guess as most of you have experienced. As for the net topic, yes, I am still using Windows 10. I use it to program, several radios, two of my DMR radios, one scanner, uh, and that's primarily it there. I don't use it for anything else. I'm pretty much a Chromebook user. And way back when I guess the computer use was evolving in the 90s, I was still a teacher. I was a teacher at Cecil County Public Schools for 35 years. I retired in 2007. During that time, our school system was almost 100% Apple, and the Macintosh is what we used for just about everything. The offices used Windows. But I loved the Macs, and I bought several of them during my career. But once I retired, uh, I kind of got away from that, and so I went to Windows. And then when Chromebooks came out, I picked those up. So that's pretty. Oh, I love the Macs. There's nothing like it, but they're expensive, and I don't really need it. So yeah, Windows 10 as long as it will work, and Chrome for everything else. So that's all I have. Everybody have a great week. This is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Carlton. And yeah, good to know. I would advise anybody who's using Windows 10 for anything outside of any ham radio gear to definitely try to migrate over to Windows 11 because I believe as of now Windows 10 has stopped shipping any security updates. So definitely just if you're doing any online banking or anything, yeah, definitely get on the Chromebook, get on the Mac, get on Windows 11, get on something a little more secure there. So very good there, Carlton. All right. Next on my list, and the person who brought up this net topic, N3OJP. Nick, how was your week?
Good evening, Frank. Everybody on the net. Well, it was pretty good. I'm still on light duty, but we finally got the new car home. We got it home Thursday. We went out to Akron first and dropped off our the van Jill wanted to give to her nephew. So then we circled back into Boardman, got it all done in one day, and took advantage of some of the nice weather here. Um, Outside, doing the small things to get ready for winter. Not a whole lot, but just kind of plodded away. Yeah, there was a flurry here in the area with some of the people. For a while there, it looks like Windows 10. A lot of people weren't going to do the updates, but I guess at the last minute they decided to get onto Windows 11. And I hadn't done updates for the longest time. In fact, I even think I posted it on 7.3. And Adam suggested it because of the security. So I did it. I did the updates. But as far as going to Windows 11, it looks like I have I've met the requirements. I do have a 1 gig processor in this one machine that I wanted to upgrade to 1.1. The only thing that was confusing, see if I can find it here quick. There was this TPM, I believe it was called, and that was kind of confusing to me. I wanted to see if I had it in here. Oh, where is it here? TPM 2.0. I couldn't find it in the computer settings. So I think it needs to be turned on or something like that. So it was kind of confusing as to what to do. So I stopped. Let me get a break, Frank. Yeah, I was looking at the what the requirements are. So I use this computer primarily for on the ham desk here. I don't really do much other work on it. So I'm not getting too crazy, but I'd like to see if I could upgrade it. But that TPM has me stumped right now. I think some of the other guys were talking about it too. So I kind of held off. Uh, I did do I still run the maintenance activities, and I just want to do a backup before I wander down the road of Windows 11. I'm not even sure if I really need it. So my wife's I might do it. I think hers is new enough where it's automatic. But yeah, that expiration of the Windows 10 support kind of prompted the conversation here in some of the clubs and kind of got me a little bit more curious here. I was checking the machines. The old Vista 7 machine just chugs away. That works pretty good. I picked up, it was an old work computer my daughter had, and I picked up a Windows 7 disk at a Hamfest, and it was Vista, and it just runs and runs and runs. I don't take it anywhere because it just weighs too much. Frank, I'll turn it back to you. W2FJH and 30JP.
Hey, very good there, Mick. And yeah, just by the way, the TPM is a trusted platform module. It is involved. I'm usually more familiar with it with like secure boot, where basically everything that your computer is going to execute is all signed and validated, and make sure that it's actually coming from a legitimate corporation. Um, but I do know it also has plays some role with some encryption keys and things like that they can utilize. So definitely another step up from what we had previously. So, but yeah, also yeah, Vista 7. Wow, that's hopefully that is just you know chugging away on something ham radio related and not necessarily connected to the internet, or if even it is connected to the internet, hopefully there's nothing sensitive on that machine. I think they ended support for Vista 7 for quite a while, but yeah, I do know some I know me for going from Windows 10 to 11. A lot of my K connectors didn't work anymore. The modules, the chip they had on the cable itself wasn't supported by Windows 11. So had to find another cable, and seems to be working now in Windows 11 with the other K connectors to program some of the radios. But knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't break too then. So all right, very good there. All right, next on the list is N2RWH. Ed, how was your week?
And to RWH. Good evening to everybody on the net. Not too bad here. Took advantage of the good weather outside, did some things out there, and um, I got on my weather station a pretty good gust between like 19 and max was like 26, so the wind really made it a little breezy here, but wasn't too bad. Other than that, on the net topic for the night, I do have one that has some 10, but everything else, my other computer is 11, so I think we're pretty much good here on updates. So, other than that, I'll turn it back to you, Frank, and to RWH.
Hey, very good there, Ed. And yeah, it was dusty out this way too. I don't have a weather station. I have just one that measures the temperature. Um, but yeah, I was looking at some of the ones that also measure the wind and orientation and everything else. Those are pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I do know we had a little power outage earlier today out here in Owego. I saw also downtown they had some of the street lights. They were just blinking red for a four-way stop that 'cause the power went out to them. So, but all right, very good there. All right, this is W2H with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Before I get to my next station, let me take a quick standby to see if there's any additional stations I'd like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, then we will move on down the list to N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Hello again, Frank and all, into NCB here. Probably in a word, uneventful. Um, but didn't have much luck with the New York QSO party. But I had a lot of luck on 12 meters yesterday. Um, that was booming, and there were. I threw out my call sign and got a mild pile up several times. So that was good. And today with the temperature, got some stuff done outside that's easier done when it's warmer than when it's colder. So got that all accomplished. I think there's a few other things, but not critical in that sense. And as far as the question goes of the night, the answer is yes to both. Um, the main computer is Windows 10, and it doesn't even come close to qualify for Windows 11. So that's on the list to get changed. Uh, but the one here for ham use, that's a newer model. So I almost think I've been working with Windows 11 on this unit. I think almost since it came out. I think. But in any event, those programs all work as well. So with that, we'll turn it back to you, Frank. Take care, all into NCB.
Hey, very good there, Paul. And yeah, sometimes we need those uneventful weeks at times. Sometimes some weeks are too eventful, right? Very good there. All right, and yeah, good. You had some pileups on 12, and you mentioned doing some stuff outside there. But it was still nice and warm out, and I was just thinking, man, I wonder if I could put up the Christmas lights. But I think it's too early to start putting up Christmas lights. This way, I don't have to put them out there while it's like 12 degrees and freezing out. But it would it'd be good weather for now to like actually spend some time outside and setting them up properly. So I don't know. I'll have to ask the wife. I don't think she's gonna go for it though. So, all right. Next on my list is NE2W. Ed, how was your week?
Hey, good evening, Frank, and everyone on the net this evening. Good week. Pretty nice weather-wise. No rain, and let's see. Not too much else to report here. I'm still using Windows 7. Back when they wanted us to get off that, I upgraded, or I don't call it an upgrade. I changed to Windows 8, and it was such a disaster. They actually had a thing where you could go back. So I just stayed with Windows 7. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They may not be working on updates for patches or whatever, but I don't think the hackers are writing viruses for it anymore. So probably okay. Back to you, Frank. This is NE2W.
Hey there, Ed. Very good there. And yeah, I just get a look at. I'm hoping you don't do any like online banking or retail shopping or anything just on that PC. Otherwise, that does make me a little weary. But to each their own type thing. I just would hate to see you see you getting any trouble there. So, but all right. Next on my list, I kind of got them out of order here. I punched them in NetLogger in the reverse order. But next on my list is KD3AJN. Anna, how was your week?
Good evening, Frank, and everyone else on the net tonight. Now, our week was kind of busy, but that's exceptional. We had some really nice weather yesterday. Today it's rain, and it's getting a lot cooler. So tomorrow's going to be cool. As far as the question, we don't have a computer, so we don't use Windows. Everybody have a good week. 83 AJS.
Hey, very good there, Anna. And glad you had a good week there. And yeah, the cooler weather's coming, whether we like it or not. So, hopefully you'll hold out a little bit more. But I'll also give you a little time there to hand over the radio to the other person in the room, the other hand. N3DQD, Ray, how was your week?
Yeah, W2FJH N3DQD. Good evening to you, Frank, and everybody else in there this evening. Yeah, the week it was a good week. We had some things to do, and one of the things we did was to go to a farm market and get some fresh produce, including some corn on the cob, which was quite good. Then, of course, we had some Lions activities to participate in Lions Club, so that was another aspect of the week. As far as the question, as Anna said, we do not have a computer, but any amateur radio things, I use mostly the tablet or the phone to control the devices that we have. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Okay, very good there, Ray. And yeah, I guess some of them too. I've never actually tried to um, do anything through the tablet or anything like that to try to connect it up. But I guess you can. So, all right, very good there. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have reached the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, but we did have KN4EWT Tom coming in through NetLogger. So I did check in there, Tom. And if you didn't catch what the net topic was this evening, if you didn't join us at the start of the net, We were talking about, are you still using Windows 10 for any ham radio gear, or have you upgraded everything to Windows 11? So, KN4EWT, Tom, how was your week? Nothing heard on my end here. Maybe Tom signed in some NetLogger and kind of stepped out there, but we'll give it another go there in case he's still around. KN4EWT, Tom, how was your week? All right, still nothing here on my end for Tom. So we'll give it another go there. For any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns, please call now. All right, here nothing then. We might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Carlton, Mick, Ed F, Jeff, Paul, Scott, Ed K, Ray, Anna, and Tom for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FJH, and I'll be listening.